I'm really scared about the future. This morning, I learned that there was a stabbing on a train in the UK, that about 9 people are in like critical condition. And I haven't read into it. I don't know if it's a religious thing, like if it's a terrorist attack or anything, but um, there are things that happen like this more and more. And it makes me think that if the fact that someone is a soy boy or like low testosterone kind of thing, if it plays a role, and I think it probably does. I think people get killed by people who cannot control their emotions. I think the Charlie Kirk killer was, if you see pictures of him, you can tell that he was someone who doesn't really exercise, doesn't really look after himself, and that plays a role hugely in the way that you are unable to express your emotions, which probably led to him shooting him because he didn't have the balls to maybe use words instead of violent actions. If you get your testosterone tested nowadays and it's about 270, 290, it's quite low, and the range is between about 250 and 950, a doctor will say it's normal. But it's low, it's very low. That's not normal. Normal for a young man under 20 or under 25 should be at least 600 or over. And there are several issues with this. Number one, free testosterone is not taken into account, which is the testosterone your body actually uses. So it's what's bioavailable. It's normally about 2% of your total. Number two, all ages are included in this range. So the typical range will be between 250, 300 to 950, about 1,000. And all ages, 70, 80, 90-year-olds who have physically low testosterone because their body stops producing it when they get older, are included in this range. So if you are a 20-year-old and you get tested and the doctor presents this range, 200 to 900, for example, and you're 400 or 300, he'll say, yeah, you're in the range, that's good. But that is low for you. And the best way to do this would be to look at the ranges for your age. So I'm going to show you quickly how old you are and what ranges you should be in. So as I just mentioned, this is the normal healthy range. I do healthy like this because it's not healthy, but it is the normal range. It's obviously not the healthy range. So the healthy range, as you can see, I got this from MediCheck, which is like a quite reliable website on testosterone, is 250 to 836. This is for adult men. Notice how it says adult men, not 20-year-old or 40-year-old men. UK laboratories reference intervals similar to this. Yeah, so this is the issue. They don't take into account age-related decline, which if you're 90 and you get tested, you will have an age-related decline, a testosterone that's been declined because you're older, and this isn't taken into account. So doctor, will it consider this? They should consider this. They didn't consider this when they saw me, however. They said, your testosterone is 270, it's low, and you're fine. And you can talk to an endocrinologist if you want. But he didn't say, your testosterone is low, I would recommend doing this, this, and this. Doctors simply do not know about this. They just don't know how to act when you have low testosterone that's not from like hypergonadism or that doesn't need HRT, testosterone replacement therapy, TRT, to fix that. So this is what we actually need to look at. So if you are between the ages of 20 to 24, this would be a good range for you. So this is like an average range. It's average. So it's not healthy, it's average. So if you want to be average, aim for this. Personally, I want to be way above average. My testosterone is 870 to the different ages as well. So if you're probably in your teens as well, this is the average. It's probably a bit high, probably between 550 and 700, but it's still typically low. I wouldn't say that this is a good number to have, personally. So this study was done in 2022, and that just shows you that today, testosterone is hugely declining. I even have this here to show you that it's fucking happening like in real time. So 1975, that was probably the average, and 2025, the average is a lot lower. It's under 400, and it's just going to get lower and lower. My worry is, how low can it get before something seriously like bad happens? How low will testosterone get? I don't know, and I don't really want to know, to be honest. It does scare me a bit. You see more people who can't control their emotions, basically school shootings, killers. School shootings, did they happen in the 1970s and the 1980s? Did they happen back here? I don't know. I'm not much of a historian, but I don't think they would have happened as often as they're happening now. So when we actually look at testosterone, a very important metric to know, as I said at the start, is that free testosterone is very good as well. So basically, this is total testosterone, this is the units, this is in another units, but typically the units that are used online and in tests will be these ones, nanograms per deciliter. So just look at this. So this, by the way, this website that I got it from didn't mention free testosterone once. And free testosterone is what your body actually uses. So if I can show you here what it actually looks like if we picture it visually. So free testosterone, if this is all the testosterone that your body has, all of this, so all of this is your total testosterone. Your free T is only like 1 to 2%, so it's only a tiny bit of this whole thing. This is all total, and typically people don't actually worry about your free, which is actually the most important, because that's what your body uses. Everything else is bound, is protein bound to albumin, SHBG, sex hormone binding globulin. Don't worry about the names, but those are things in your body that bind to testosterone, so less of it is used. So when we say bound, it means it's connected to something in your body basically, and your body doesn't use it as we should as testosterone. That's just how our bodies are built basically, but your body doesn't use it to produce all that muscle mass, strength, the sex drive, the motivation, the drive that we want. It's bound to proteins in your body. So the proteins that it's bound to is albumin and SHBG, sex hormone binding globulin. So something that you can do, just to give you a quick tip, to increase your free testosterone is taking this supplement. This supplement actually stops your testosterone binding to SHBG. So if we get SHBG lower, this is what it does. It decreases SHBG. So if we get SHBG lower, if we get this lower, we will increase free testosterone. So that has an inverse relationship. So we'll increase free T if we decrease SHBG. So this is one of the things that sorry, my screen just refreshed and I lost everything. But if we decrease SHBG, our testosterone goes up. So they have an inverse relationship because testosterone is bound to one of those proteins, SHBG. So if we decrease SHBG, basically we increase free testosterone. This supplement decreases SHBG. So that's a quick tip that you can do, just to give yourself more testosterone that you can actually use, because sometimes people don't really look at free testosterone, so what your body actually uses. So that's a little tip for you there that will be quite useful. So it's a bit of a dire situation, to be honest. The way that testosterone is decreasing every decade. Is it going to be 0 in 50 years? I don't know. I mean, it physically can't be, obviously, but when it gets so low, what does humanity look like? I don't even want to know, to be honest. So I hope you found some of that useful. I hope you take some tips away from that, like that supplement. It will actually help. And until next time, bye.